Hey everybody, now it's time for Coffee Talk, brought to you by EFB. Shane and me get to spill the tea. Shane, thank you for filling in for Ashley. I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Or were you made to do this? I mean, I guess. Yeah. I guess you could have, declined, and he would have accepted.
Who would I be?
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Normally he's over there, so it's Ghost Shane over there. Hopefully this all goes well. Today we have a big announcement.
Okay.
I get to play my accordion. These are tickets to the Diary of the Wimpy Kid, brought to you by the Quincy Community Theater. Actually, these are brought to us by Aunt Amy, but the Quincy Community Theater is putting this on. Okay, so do you remember we asked viewers to comment on the post of our coffee talk from last week? We said, hey, bonus points if you put your pet in a costume and then make that post happen. So we chose our favorite, and it is Carla Hildebrand. And we're showing you the picture right now. And she says, this cat is Juju. Let me show you real quick what the viewers are seeing. Actually, I can't pull it up. But okay, it's a cat. She has a Yoda costume on, and I don't know if she's like angry or what, but yeah, it's probably one of the more entertaining pet costume pictures that you will find.
Yeah, love a good Star Wars costume.
All right, let's get down to some coffee talk and some entertainment. I said yesterday it's sweater weather, since on Coffee Talk Linda Richmond always talks about sweater weather. I didn't wear my sweater today. Instead, I chose...
What is that?
This is... we can't zoom in on it, but it's my KU
dear God.
Flannel. I chose to wear this.
I came up here with you.
I chose to wear this after I heard you yesterday when you were watching your sports show.
Yeah.
Something about... what was that?
M-I-Z?
Yeah. And I'm like, Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk. Okay, I didn't go to KU, but my husband did, and he's not a big sports person, but he's a flannel person, so I figured I would just, wear your rival. But you got the memo, and you wore sweater weather. Okay.
What's the word I'm looking for? Unintentionally?
Yeah, I guess I didn't even give you the memo. Sometimes, yesterday the reason why you were in here watching your sports show is because you didn't get the memo from Bob either. He's not the most memo-y of people. Okay, so speaking of sports. That's Shane's forte. He is our Muddy River News, one of our great sports writers and cameramen and all the above with covering sports. So I asked you to view this video beforehand. I wanted to have the viewers see the video. It's where Aaron Rodgers gets tackled by his own teammate. Now, this video went viral, but there are copyright things. I don't want to pull a DA and get us sued. So instead, I'm just going to react it. Since you look like Aaron Rodgers, I'll just go ahead and tackle him right now, and you can act like... No, that doesn't sound good?
No, we don't. No.
Okay, but all right. So reenact Aaron Rodgers' reaction though, since you look like
he was not.
Do it.
Kind of just like I don't know what to like. He kind of
came at him
a little bit.
He did. He's like
it was probably like what because he came up from behind him. He probably didn't see him coming, and then he just gets tackled. He's like. We just scored. Why are you tackling me?
It was a touchdown.
And it wasn't a small human that tackled him either. It was an offensive lineman that.
Do you know who it was?
Broderick Jones was his name.
So he's a big boy.
He's an offensive lineman.
He came from behind, which is.
I mean, he was just excited. They just scored a touchdown, and he probably didn't mean to, lay him out.
No, I don't think so either. I think maybe Aaron Rodgers was taken by surprise.
Rodgers isn't, he's not 28 anymore.
Is he a big baby though?
He's an interesting character. I wouldn't say he's a baby. He's just an interesting character. He does things his own way.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
He marches to the beat of his own drum. I'll just say that.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. He gets me lots of points on fantasy. So
he's been a good good fantasy quarterback.
I don't want to tick him off too much. Let's not make fun of Aaron Rodgers too much, But he is your doppelganger, and I found that all funny. I really found it funny that you didn't see the clip until I showed you. And for those of you haven't seen it, check out that viral video moment. That's a good one to sip your coffee to. But speaking of getting pushed from behind, like that was what you just said, I noticed, so this past weekend my daughter had a soccer tournament. This team, one of the teams that she played, they constantly came up from behind and like just threw their body into it. Was a different kind of playing of soccer that I've ever seen. I may have been the parent from the sidelines going, go play football or NFL. But yeah, you could seriously injure a person if they didn't know, there's
that is a foul in soccer. Soccer's it's a physical sport, but you can't
you cannot. No, you cannot come up from behind and give them a shove in.
Yeah, even in football, there's a penalty, block in the back.
That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask.
I mean, obviously, if you're tackling somebody, you can shove them in the back. But if you're an offensive player blocking for your running back, whoever has the ball, you can't just shove somebody in the back. That's a good way to get somebody hurt.
Absolutely. So before, when I was like, Aaron Rodgers is a baby, and when I saw that too, I was laughing at the viral. But yeah, you could seriously just, not even, super hard impact. Just the element of surprise, losing your footing, slip a disc, boom, you're done.
And a lot of times that's the most innocent looking hits that you see these guys get blindsided and these high speed collisions. Well, a lot of times you don't with those don't hurt as much because you don't have time to brace yourself and tense up. So it's not as high of a force of an impact. But when something like that, if you kind of brace for it and you fall in a weird way or something gets twisted or whatever, you could really do some damage.
Yeah, and do some damage to my fantasy team. So stop pushing Aaron Rodgers from behind.
You watch it.
Okay, so yeah, what we were talking about with that, it's what you just said, getting scared easily. And we've been talking all week on the Daily Muddy about our Halloween fall vibes, spooky season, scared easily. Okay, so what is your biggest fear? Or what's the thing that you're scared of the most? Getting to know Shane on Coffee Talk.
So I'm not super afraid of heights necessarily, but only if there's the chance I'm I'm not scared to be in an airplane or something like that. The risk is very low, but I get kind of squirmish a little bit if
you're on a cliff.
If I were to go to the Grand Canyon or something and you're out on that ledge or whatever, and
Yeah, that's me too. I can't do it at all. And I think I'm the same with the planes. It just goes out of...
Yeah, because you feel like you're
There's a
you're
purpose
secure,
to it.
Yeah.
But really, there's security there, I feel a little bit. It is always scary too. We just heard Ashley's Slayer Nay last week of clapping on a plane. It's get this, I don't know, that makes it scary. No, you're a plane clapper?
I haven't been on a plane in God knows how long.
Oh
but,
my God, Shane's a plane clapper.
No, I don't. I was probably 6 years old the last time I was on a plane. But, I don't have not that I would do it, but I wouldn't be offended if other people do it.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. I won't necessarily partake in it.
It's not on your biggest ick list.
No.
Slay or nays, though. That's part of Coffee Talk. We love this. I slay or nayed Brianna Rivera on our Daily Muddy. Candy corn. Slay or nay?
I lean more towards slay. I actually kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like she said, I'm more of a chocolate guy, but you can. 'Tis the season.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't really eat it
any other
outside
time.
of the month of October.
Yeah.
But
do they even sell it outside of the month?
They're probably discounted by half price.
Okay. We were talking about jumping from behind. haunted houses?
Nay. Never
Nay?
liked them.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. I probably shouldn't be, I don't know, I always embarrass myself when talking about stories from my past. So one time, I don't remember how old I was, but I was old enough to not be normally peeing your pants. But I definitely peed my pants in a haunted house. We were with a group of friends, and I was like, oh man, they came at me with a water gun, I swear.
Yeah, sure.
No, I can't. Yeah, so I might. Yeah.
I just don't enjoy being scared.
Yeah, or from
Like,
behind.
It's not like what's fun about.
I think people like
It's
the high of the
adrenaline.
heart attack.
Yeah, I'll get my adrenaline somewhere else. Thank you.
Yeah. Betting on sports or playing
sports or whatever.
Matching family costumes. Slay or nay?
Slay.
Oh, totally agree.
Yeah.
I think if you can do
You're
it.
no fun if you say nay.
Oh, yeah, and especially if you're like the one person in the family that says nay.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Flannels as formal wear.
Maybe not that flannel with that specific
But
logo on it.
But formal wear.
As formal wear.
Meaning you got to go somewhere where it's kind of dressed up. I guess formal's pretty dressed up.
If you have the right, like say you have like a collared shirt or something underneath it, maybe. I just hit the microphone. Hopefully that didn't hear that. But I feel like with the right, undershirt or something, I could,
Maybe some suspenders or even a tie with a flannel. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody wear a tie with a flannel.
Me neither.
But if you did see somebody,
there's different kinds of flannels too. Like you can dress up a flannel.
Oh yeah. If anybody can dress up a flannel though, it's Mike Scholl. I'll have to. I don't think you've ever seen him outside of a flannel.
Yeah.
Then again, this is not his. This is women's. Brought to you by the thrift store. I bought it just for you, Shani Waney. No, I'm just kidding. I got it for my daughter, and I had to raid her closet before this because I was like, what am I going to wear for our coffee talk? Ooh, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. The face, the eye rolls.
Leaving.
Can you hear your own eye rolls?
Yes.
All right, slay or nay, bring your dog everywhere, including Target. And then we're not talking service dogs, so don't come at me.
See, I'll say slay just because I love dogs.
So you love
the more dogs, the better.
I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah, because I think the last time I went to Target, I couldn't find anything but a dog in some lady's
car. As long as they're not making a mess, or if they're well behaved, that doesn't bother me.
Yes, agreed. Well behaved. Also, don't pretend like your dog is a service dog if it's not a service dog, because that is a nay.
Yeah.
Let's start the debate. Since I've been saying fall vibes, Halloween, we now kind of flip over soon to the month of November where it's giving thanks and we celebrate Thanksgiving in the sense of maybe a dinner with a family. I'm not talking about a celebration of Pilgrims and Native Americans because we are not getting into that. The debate, turkey versus ham. Now, mind you, I'm going to ask everyone in the office. You have to choose one or the other. You can't say both, even though most people, do both, I think.
Yeah. We do both, but I'll say turkey.
I'm ham. Yep. I think it's because we make the ham, so I know how much sugar is actually in that thing, and we won't, normally get that.
I do love a good ham, but it's probably 52-48 turkey. It's like...
These are sports numbers. Okay. Let us know in the comments section what you say, turkey or ham. I'm
very interested to see.
I think we're going to get a majority turkey just because tradition. But, I mean, if you really think about the love and sugar put in the ham, then maybe...
And some people say turkey's a little dry. It can be a little
dry
and not quite as much flavor as a good ham, but... A really good
juicy turkey.
Yes, a really good turkey is hard to beat.
Okay, so down to serious business real quick. Now, I was going to bring you our costumes of an aluminum foil hat, but then I felt like Ashley would feel like I was cheating on her.
Yeah.
So instead, I need you to...
her bed either.
I also knew you wouldn't put it on, so...
No.
Okay, But let's put our fake aluminum foil hats on, which technically you're not going to have to after you hear this answer. Did you notice if the internet was slow yesterday while the Monday as you're watching it, while the Govna came to town? Did you experience slow internet?
I didn't notice.
No, you were watching your
specific.
sports show, which was dated. Like, it wasn't new. You didn't have to upload it.
It wasn't live.
So anything you had to upload, I feel like, during like that 10:30 to about 12 o'clock hour, I had so many people say that the internet was broken.
Really?
My friend from the Quincy Children's Museum was selling these tickets, like auction tickets. I couldn't get my ticket because that was broken. I heard my daughter and QPS services, kind of their system was a little clogged or down at the time, and they couldn't administer tests. So my daughter was like, yes, no science tests today. I had just numerous people and businesses and clients say things to me too, like, can you post this or that? And even my Facebook like wasn't loading or working. So I said to Bob, hey, JB Pritzker's a millionaire. Do you think a billionaire. Do you think he could shut the internet down?
I don't know if he has that power.
Do you think, like, when prominent people come to an area that they block the internet?
I wouldn't say I'm a believer in that. I don't. I don't know how that would even work.
Okay, so what would you think the purposes of that would be?
Well, you were watching the live stream. Was the live stream working just fine?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
The live stream for what?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So
it was. Okay, so...
It makes you think.
Yeah. I normally thought to myself, though, okay, he shut it down, or the government or state government agencies might shut this down.
Maybe they just, I don't know.
The reason being, though, is because, if you shut off communication, you're shutting off potential threats. The first way to, I guess, isolate a threat is to take away their communication. So again, I know the foil is probably seeping into my brain.
Just glaring off the camera.
I asked my trusty friend Lou here, and by Lou I mean my Chat GPT. Okay. Have you named your Chat GPT? No? They really like it when you do that. That way they don't kill you in the future when they take over. Okay, so Lou here says, local internet service providers, ISPs, do not typically block or restrict internet access during visits from prominent figures such as governors, presidents, and other dignitaries. However, temporary connectivity issues can occur directly due to heightened security measures implemented by federal or government state agencies. I was not crazy, Bob.
Indirectly, yes.
When high-level officials visit agencies like the U.S. Secret Service or state security teams may employ radio frequency management or signal jamming in limited controlled areas to prevent the use of remote controlled devices.
It makes sense.
Or unauthorized communications. These actions are localized, short-term, and narrowly targeted, affecting specific frequency, I can't read my own handwriting, such as cellular or Wi-Fi signals rather than full internet infrastructure. In addition, network congestion may occur if large numbers are simultaneously using mobile data in the same area. So it could have been the government, or it could have been, data congestion.
A combination of the two.
Probably. Man, you just totally blew my theory when you said, I was watching the live feed while the Govna was in town off the Illinois page, and then I ended up watching it later on our page, and I didn't have any problems with it then, but that was after the hours. So man, I wonder if it was working, or if that was implemented or not, and maybe they made it so that the only thing you could view.
Makes you think.
Doesn't it, though? All right, let's take off those aluminum caps. One last thing for coffee talk. Thank you again, EFB, for letting us spill the tea. I'm getting ready to go get my second cup of that brown butter today. But before I do that, I'm going to share with you the Good News Brews. So this is a segment in Coffee Talk. Ashley implemented it. Thank you for your creativity for this. I misspoke last Coffee Talk and was like, not a sponsor yet, or like we need a sponsor for it. What? No, we do have a sponsor. It's EFB. Her thing with brews was playing off a coffee, and I'm like, where's the beer? Yeah.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
Yeah, over my head. Again, it was probably the aluminum on it or in it. So my Good News Brews of the week. Normally we go every other. I was going to make you search for the Good News Brews, but instead of making you do homework, I've made you sit here and listen to me talk instead. So I went ahead and did my homework and realized the Good News Brews of the week comes from Horizon Social Services. They recently reminded their social media following that they have a volunteer co-op program. You give just 2 hours of your time and you leave with a box on your own. This is Mondays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Their motto is to serve, bless, and be blessed. So the idea of this co-op volunteer program is amazing. Ash and I talk all the time about co-op programs instead of, just giving. And I understand that at times, that's not always possible. There are people that can't give back in this way. But this is an opportunity for, a community co-op, which is something we're always looking for. Co-ops are, they display shared ownership and sustainability. They display stronger community connections. And I personally think the most important out of all these is that it shows empowerment over charity. Co-ops focus on collaboration. Yeah. So cheers to that Good News Brews. Cheers to Horizons. Cheers to you, Shani Waney. You made it through.
I survived.
This long, extended version of Coffee Talk.